and welcome to Deaf and Dumb. I'm Dan May.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome to the show. I'm Dudley May.
why are you talking that way?
I'm a farmer.
No, no. What?
I'm in the fields.
Yeah, okay.
And this is me, the
Yeah.
farmer.
Why? Are you trying to do an accent?
Yes, but it's failing because my throat is messing up. It's really annoying.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
I'm a farmer. I gotta get... Shoot, I just butchered that completely.
Yeah,
That's bad.
That wasn't very good. I don't know
It
what
was
you were trying
bad.
to do.
I was trying to do a farmer.
Okay. What? And is that how all farmers
Hi,
sounded?
I'm Dudley May, and welcome to the show. This is Deaf and Dumb.
Yes, welcome to Deaf and Dumb. Now that Dudley's got that out of his system. So you're a farmer this week, Dudley? Is that what's going on?
This weekend, apparently.
Yeah. We've been let's kind of back up. A good buddy of ours, a good friend of the show,
And who has been on the show.
Trey, who did the little the less than successful trivia.
Yeah. I thought it was successful. Just we haven't done it again because our mic setup wasn't very good.
No, it's terrible. So he's been on the show. He has got himself a PS4, or someone got him a PS4 over the holidays, and I have all the large library of games that are on the PS4 machine. He has been playing Farm Simulator 2017.
Actually, it's just called Farm Simulator 17.
It's 2017, isn't it?
No, it's called Farm Simulator 17. Google it. I'm telling you right now, it's Farm Simulator 17. I know, because I bought the game as well. And have been playing it.
It is. I thought it was a year.
I thought it was
the 17th version?
I don't think so.
What was released?
It was released this year.
No, it was released last year, as in 2016.
Well, all of the 2017 type games are released really the year before.
Oh,
it's
so
just March.
Is it like, NFL?
Yeah, like the 2K games. It's the same way. But they always come out like
so it's
the
like
fall
a sports
of 2000.
game? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, the sport of cropping.
Crop sports.
Crop sports.
Okay, well, I have not played it, but I have been over to Trey's place a couple of times this week. Not to play, but only to spectate. Yes. I have decided that I don't play farm sims, I only spectate them.
You only watch it.
I am a farm sim spectator, and nothing more.
Well, you had both did, it had a group thing going, and I got a message and you saying, I got this game, and it just, the idea of playing this was just so funny. Well, really, the idea, because it has multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah, it does. Up to I think 6 on the console.
Yeah, so you can have multiple people on the same farm playing together. And that idea is hilarious to me.
Yeah,
I think it's so funny. So
you were so amused by this concept that you were like, I should spend some money.
Basically, it was the idea of it is so funny to me that I bought the game, which on PS4 is $49.99.
Excuse me. Yeah.
$10 more than it is on Steam.
Yeah. Well, on Steam you can get it for like $35.
Yeah, it's $39.99.
No, it was $35.
No, I don't think so.
I checked it. I'm gonna pull up Steam right now.
All right, you pulled it up. It's $39.99.
You keep dreaming.
It might be $34.99.
Yeah, you're backtracking now. Once I back up my word, you bluff. Trying to bluff.
Yeah.
$34.99.
See, I was right.
That's not what you said. That was not
That's
your
exactly
original
what
statement.
I said. $34.99.
You bullshit.
But anyway, So the idea of playing it is hilarious. So I not only bought the game, but I also renewed my PlayStation Plus so I can then play multiplayer.
Have y'all started playing together yet?
No.
Oh yeah, because he's been busy this weekend.
Yeah. So we haven't played yet together, but I hope to some point this week.
This is what needs to happen. One of you needs to set up a Twitch account and start streaming it so that I can continue my endeavor of spectating Farm Sims.
I don't need a Twitch account. You can stream straight from the PS4.
Yeah, but you can stream to your Twitch.
I just assume anyone. I don't know. I've never done it.
You gotta stream it somewhere. Well, you gotta go somewhere to see you.
It has a streaming thing built into it. I just assumed anyone could just go, "Hey, I want to watch so and so play."
Maybe if you have a PS4, but I don't have one.
You don't have a PS4, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, you're just out of luck.
Yeah, I'm sure you can set it to stream to other things. But anyway.
Yeah. I'll look into that. So you can get your weird watching thing going.
I am an advocate. I am an avid spectator, Dudley. Also
known as a voyeur.
No. That is an inappropriate term. We do not appreciate that term. We do not condone that term. You do not use such a term. We are spectators.
The farm voyeur.
No. That is a different group, and we don't associate with them. It's been fun hanging out with Trey and watching him play this game, which I was a little fascinated. I first saw it. I think the Penny Arcade guys did a first 15 on it, and I watched it, and I was like, at first I was like, this is ridiculous, and as I usually say about any sim, and I start watching it. I watched their little 15-minute endeavor in it, and I was like, oh, I could see playing this.
It's weirdly satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't played it very much, but I've played through the tutorials. I've done all those. And then I've just started my first career mode. And I was actually preparing myself to be disappointed. Yeah. Because in the tutorials, it's very straightforward. It tells you what to do. And I was like, okay, this might not be very fun. Yeah. But so far, I haven't been disappointed.
Yeah. You've been enjoying it?
I can see some complexities here in the game. And I'm intrigued. So we'll see how it goes.
Have you checked out the logging equipment?
Yes, I've done the tutorial for it, and it's very hard.
Yeah.
I sent you a picture.
You sent me that picture. Yeah, of you not doing it right. That's okay. the way to put it.
Let me take a step back and say, when I finished the tutorial, I did all of them but the logging one. Because I kept messing up.
Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't finish it?
I gave up on it.
You were not meant for logging, but. So you're not a lumberjack, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, technically, no. It's quite difficult. But
I enjoyed. I've watched Trey. I think I spent like a total of like 8 hours this week watching Trey play this game. Like I went over and like Wednesday hung out until like 10 o'clock after I got off work, and then I Friday night, I guess it was. I went over there, and I was there. I don't think I left until like midnight. We were just hanging out talking, and he was playing this game, and I was just enjoying watching him. But I brought my laptop this time. I was playing a little bit of Crusader Kings, and then watching him. But and he's getting better. At first, he was terrible at driving. I think
I will defend him on this. Yeah. Driving can be difficult. It's one of those weird things, like you think, oh, I got this. Yeah. I have a driver's license. I've been driving for years. I can drive a tractor. And sometimes things don't just go right.
The physics are very strange in that game. It seems like things are very odd sometimes. They don't quite do the things you expect them to do.
I think the game also gives you a false sense of like I can go off road with this tractor.
And you can.
And you do for a little while.
For a second, and then you slide off, right?
And then things start going bad.
I watched the best thing. Well, there was a couple of things I witnessed. The first thing was Trey was wanting to check out this logging thing, so he went and bought him a saw, a big chainsaw. He went and cut down himself a tree, and then he started cutting it into logs and loading into the back of his little pickup truck, and then proceeding to drive half the load to the lumber mill and losing a couple of them on the way. And then he came back, and on his second run, he had it fully loaded down. Like the truck was bottoming out a little bit. It was had so much weight on it. And then he was going down. He was going downhill a little bit, and he took a turn, and his truck flipped over onto its side, dumping the logs everywhere. And he just slid down the hill on the side of his truck. Wow. And I was laughing my ass off. I was so amused. And he had to stop. And luckily his truck lighted itself back up. And then he had to stop and get out and pick up all these logs that were scattered all over the place and load them back up. And
it's a really funny game. So I haven't done a lot in it, but I was doing the basics at the beginning. I had harvested some wheat.
Yeah.
And I got all of it, gathered all of it, and I was gonna take it to market to sell it.
Yeah.
Well, the first time I just did it where it, the little guide told me to do it. Well, the second time I was like, oh, there's a, price market.
Yeah,
Like
you
can
take
find
it
a list.
Yeah.
So I was like, I gotta take it to the most valuable place. So
where you can get your money for it. Yeah.
I get the most money. There's like a mill, like. Way across the map. And I was like, I'm going to drive this over. I got my tractor, had a big trailer full of wheat, and I spent 10 minutes driving across the map to this. Well, I get there, I can't figure out how to sell it to him. And then I realized I think I had to send it to him on a train.
Yeah, one of them is only accessible by train.
And I did not know that. So I had driven across more than half across the map in a tractor.
Didn't you see on the market thing? It's got a little train logo thing on it.
I'm still figuring this game out.
Because you can drive the train.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Yeah, you can go and you can load it the train and drive it, but one of the marketplaces is only accessible via the train. You can't sell anything there without using the train.
Yeah, and I didn't know that. If I had known that, I would have done it, but
you wouldn't have wasted all your time.
So,
did you find a more suitable place to sell your wheat?
I did, and I went to it, and I couldn't figure out where to unload it there either.
So you're a professional farmer, but you're not very good at selling your product, are you?
I'm still working on the shipping and handling stuff. I haven't. Okay, so I did the tutorial, and there's a bit where you bale hay.
Yeah.
And I have a bunch of hay on my field, but I don't have a baler. So I'm like,
oh yeah. Yeah, you gotta have a baler.
Do I have to buy a baler?
Yeah, you gotta
try to figure that part out.
Yeah, because there's all kinds of attachments for your tractor, and one of them is a baler. And you can there's like square balers, but then
I can't afford the baler.
Yeah, but you can also get a big bush hog, mow the grass, and then bale it. And so I watched Trey. I think it was his best financial endeavor so far, is that he got a bush hog to go on the front of his this big old mower to go on the front of his tractor, and on the back of his tractor he put this big round baler, giant roll baler thing on the back of his tractor.
Yeah.
So he's mowing and baling at the same time.
Nice, that's
and
clever.
So he spent a while baling, making a bunch of bales, and had them all over the place. And then he was like, "Well, I gotta," he could have driven over to the barn and dumped it out there, and they would have sold it immediately. And he did that a few times, but then he just kind of got to where he was just making a bunch of bales, and he was going to come back later. He's like, "Oh, there's a fork you can grab the bales with, and you can buy one of those and come back and sell them then." Well. He bought the big forks, and then he used it as a forklift to lift up some fertilizer on a pallet that he bought, and he brought it back to his farm. And then he was like, "All right, I'm going to pick up this, this bale and take it, sell it." And he just proceeded to shove it around for about 5 minutes or so, where he's just shoving this bale everywhere. And he told me later that he found out that he even got to the point where he had it up against the wall and was shoving it. It wouldn't stab it. It wouldn't work.
Really?
And it turns out that the forks only work with the square bales.
Oh.
You got to get
no, that's not true.
You got to get the right one. The regular straight forks won't do it, but there is a curved fork one that you can use. But he skipped over that and just went for the clamp. He's got
The
this like
clamp?
big side-to-side clamp thing that he goes up and he just grabs the bales on the sides of it and picks it up, and
Okay.
which was
All right.
amusing. But during his hay baling endeavors, he somehow I was busy messing with my laptop looking at Crusader King, and I looked up and he was like, "Hey." And he had a phone call, or no, he was going to take the dog out, and he said, "Hey, get me off this." And I look, and somehow got the tractor with the mower on the front and the baler on the back stuck up on top of 2 hay bales. He somehow like high centered himself on the hay bales and couldn't he's just spinning wheels. Nothing's happening. I don't know if
wow.
he didn't see it and he ran over and it got propped up on top of him, but he was stuck. And so I was sitting there kind of driving, trying to see if I could wiggle it off, but it wasn't like I could turn the wheel, I could spin the press the throttle and spin the wheel, but I couldn't do anything. It wasn't moving.
Yeah.
Even turning the wheel didn't, shake you off. And then what I did was I started detaching and reattaching the equipment over and over again, which
Yeah.
would wiggle me just enough that I finally managed to wiggle them over and then get one tire touching, and I was able to push myself off the hay bales, and that is all I have played of PAX.
I got stuck. I managed to go. I can go off-roading. This is an off-roading moment in the tractor. I had a trailer behind me and a counterweight in front of me, and I was going down a hill, and I got stuck between kind of heights. I got high center, but on the end, so the wheels weren't touching.
Yeah.
So what I did is I just dropped the counterweight from the front. I detached it and it dropped, and then I just pushed it down the road and was able to get my wheels on the ground and push it all off and then reattach it.
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
It's a weird game, but it's kind of funny.
Top deaf and dumb top gamer tip: if you're playing Farm Sim 17 or maybe the previous version, if you get stuck high centering your tractor, try detaching and reattaching your equipment.
Yes. Drop your attachment.
Drop your attachments like they're hot.
It's really funny to me because I just sling attachments in the tutorials.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, I'm done with the forks. Just drop it.
Yeah.
I have it all the way up in the air and I just drop it.
And
I don't lower it, set it on the ground. Just drop it and then drive off and get whatever
Yeah.
else I need to do.
Yeah. This game fascinates me. Well, all sim games end up fascinating me on some level because there's something weird about. I'm weirdly, intrigued by games that present something that people really do for a living, and allow me to do it as a form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Euro Trucker has caught my interest for that same reason. That I'm looking at it going, why would I play this? But the more I look at it, I go, why wouldn't I play this? but also
there are people that take that really seriously.
Yeah.
And they have this insane setup.
I was showing
steering wheel and everything.
Yeah, I was showing Logitech makes a $300 set. It's a steering wheel,
really?
pedals, and a little joystick control panel with a bunch of buttons, and I was trying to sell it to Trey, but the whole time going, I don't know if it works on PS4, but you should get this. I think it's like $250. You can have it, but and I can't say anything about that. I have flight controls that I spent.
You should just
a
play
chunk
it
of change.
with flight control.
I could. I told him if it would work on his PS4, I would bring over my joystick or something or a throttle just so he could map buttons to it to try it out. But I don't think it'll work on the PS4. The PS4. I forgot where I was going, but
You were talking about Sims and their.
Yeah, I've gone blank. But
wow.
yeah, I'm always fascinated by them, and I found myself after watching him play last week going, I could buy this game and get it on PC and play it, but then I kept telling myself I don't need it. I don't need that. I don't need a new game right now, and I don't need a farm sim game. And then but I am intrigued to see you two playing it together.
Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to do it this week at some point, one evening, or next weekend. Because that was the big selling point was the multiplayer.
So we're not going to promise that you're going to talk about it next week.
No,
if we
I
promise
refuse to
we
make
never
promises
do.
because I actually want this to happen.
Yeah. I remember where I was going. Farm Sim is really interesting because when you look at that game, you can see they put a lot of time and a lot of details in in a bunch of parts of that game. You look at all the equipment and you get up close looking at it, and it's just like you can see every bolt they've modeled. They got polygons on all the hoses. They didn't just make a little texture and slap it on a basic shape. They went through all out on the detail. And then you look at the grains and all the textures of the stuff that you collect and harvest. It's all really high resolution, looks really good stuff. And it's clean. It doesn't look. You don't see a repeating text pattern or anything. It looks good. And then little things like when you're harvesting and the forks are in front of you, and the way the crops wiggle between the different little dividers and stuff. There's a lot of detail there. But then there's things like you never see your guy get in and out of the vehicle. You just teleport in, or you can just teleport from one vehicle straight to another with no time passage.
A weird lack of animation in a lot of things.
There's a lot.
You go through stuff a lot. If you're driving stuff, and you'll just go through a lot, people.
Yeah.
People walking around.
Yeah, I kept telling Trey to run people over, but he wouldn't do it, and so I was wondering what would happen if you do. You just go right there.
Literally nothing.
They ghost right through you.
You go right through them.
Well, that's
they're not there.
Weird little things like that. It's like they put a ton of detail into some of this stuff, but then there's other things that they didn't. They are like, that's good enough.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird. But I will say you.
You'll say me. What will you say me?
I say you. I will tell you. I will say you. I'm going to stick with that. I will say you.
Okay.
The opening. Have you seen the opening of this game? They
no.
took it very
serious. It looks. That's right. I did see it. I didn't see it the first time, but the second time I went over, I saw it.
The first shot is birds taking off from a field. It's this real dramatic John Woo stuff.
Yeah.
And goes up, and then tractors driving around.
And it all looks really good.
It looks really good, and it's really weird and a really almost action-packed thing in it. But it's just tractors.
You know what that is, Dudley? That's pride. That's just pride and working hard for a living. And, tending the land. That's what that is. That's what that video represents, the pride of working the land.
I guess. Now, my question is,
what's your
now
question?
that I'm playing this game, and I am a farmer, can I
yes.
join farmersonly.com?
I mean, you should try.
I should set up a profile.
You should go make a profile and say, I do not own any land, I do not own any farming equipment or a farm, but I have played a lot of Farm Sim 17, and I think that qualifies me.
By this point, maybe I'll have put 20 hours into Farm Sim 17, and that'll be my resume.
Yeah, that just stick that on your profile. I'm sure they'll just come flying at you. That you won't be able to get away from them.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, you are a farmer now.
I'm a farmer.
Trey, I kept telling y'all to set up Twitches so I can and streaming of some kind so that I could continue my spectating, and Trey was like, well, I will do it if you set up your own stream of you playing it and your dad watching you play. Because, we grew up on a chicken farm, which, is as close to being a farmer as we can be.
Yeah.
And he's, we've run some heavier equipment, so, tractors
I have
and the likes.
driven a tractor.
Yeah, we have tractor experience. And so, just to see my dad's reaction, just to see our father's reaction to us playing a game where you're farming. I think he wanted to see that reaction. Which I think he would enjoy it. I think he'd at least enjoy seeing the weird little silly things.
He would probably, if there was a free mode where you could just play around with all the equipment.
Yeah,
he would probably
cheat
that.
or something.
But
I don't know if he would play himself.
He wouldn't play. He can't do 3D. He gets motion sick.
I don't know if he could. Honestly, he gets motion sick real easily. He may not be able to even watch. So
yeah. So,
but I don't know. This game's not real fast or
No, it's not.
So,
but he might. But for a little while at least, anyways.
Yeah.
But he'll probably be like, This is stupid.
Yeah, that's probably like, this is a game? You do this for entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he would find a lot of things we do for entertainment very questionable. But, yeah.
Okay, so what have you been playing this week?
Well, not Farm Sim.
You've been spectating.
I have a lot of hours in spectating, but I very little playtime. But I have been playing Crusader Kings II, and I have an announcement. My dynasty, my great grandson of my initial starting character has become the first ever King of Ireland. He now has the title. He long live the king. He is, it took forever to get that last, last week I was talking about I needed one more county. I just had to get one more county under my control, and I could have enough, to press a de jure, claim on the title of, and create the title of King of England. I mean, not England, King of Ireland. And so, I thought, oh, it's imminent. It's going to happen any moment now. I had one of my council members who's really good at his job out fabricating claims. I had a 20% chance per year of him fabricating claims so I could go to war and take a county. I think I spent 15 or 20 years waiting on it.
Really?
It would not go through. I could not get them to do it. In fact, I went through 4 different counselors because they were all old and they kept dying, and I had to go find another one with really good stats to do the job. And so finally, it took forever, but I finally was able to take one more county and thus make him create the title of King of Ireland and make myself the King of Ireland. And so now I'm ready. Like, you were like, now on to England. I'm like, no, I can't yet. I still have 5 other counties to take on the Ireland mainland to make my own before I can do anything else.
Okay, so you've claimed the title.
Yeah.
But you don't have the actual land.
Because I control 51%, over 51% of the traditional Irish island. I own 51% of the counties. Or I either have them myself or they're my vassals. 2 of them are my vassals. I don't have the titles myself. And so now there are 5 other counties that are part of Ireland that are controlled by someone else. I can now, since I am the King of Ireland, I can now go and just go to war whenever I want. I don't have to send a guy to fabricate claims. I just have to say, I'm going to war with you because you belong to me. You're part of my kingdom.
You are my people.
I'm
going to fight you for
I can actually contact them and be like, hey, would you like to become one of my vassals? And get them to join me that way. But they're not likely to accept it, at least not initially. Maybe once I've captured most of the country and I have enough power and prestige and they like me enough, maybe they'll take it. There's a lot of variables that factor into whether they'll just accept something like that, and it's pretty high. I could have tried to do that before, but they wouldn't. There was no way they were going to do it, not without me having a bigger title. So now my goal is to unite the rest of the country. I mean, I have most of it. I just need to capture 5 more, but it's going to be way easier. I don't have to wait. I don't have to get someone to make a fake claim. I have a legitimate claim to it now, and I can just go and take whatever I want. And I will start that when I start playing my next, sit down to play some more. But I was so happy. I was so happy to have done it. Because that was one of when I played this game before, I was always set out to be like, I want to unify Ireland under one king, under one ruler, and I never did it. I was always failing. Something always happened, and I got messed up. But I've done pretty well. I mean, weird hiccups here and there. I talked about it on the last episode. But
technically, you haven't done it yet.
I have done it. I am King of Ireland. I am
the King of Ireland, but
King of Ireland.
They haven't accepted you yet.
I haven't captured all the counties.
I mean,
there
if you want to go
independent
with that,
counties that are attached to what is traditionally known as Ireland. But right now, Ireland is those 7 counties that I have. That is Ireland. There are some independent counties next to it that should be part of Ireland, so that the whole island is one country. But right now, there's some independents right next I have independent neighbors who should be part of my kingdom.
Okay.
But Ireland exists, and I am the king of it.
Okay. I also been playing another game this week.
Yeah.
I've been playing 2 games. Aren't you surprised?
Yeah, that's unusually high for you.
I know.
Usually it's exactly 0 times that.
So, I played Witcher 3.
Yeah.
I got it
like
last
it?
weekend, or when I bought it. I talked about it before. I bought it with the Steam gift card that you gave me.
Yes, you bought it before last week, but you didn't have your computer.
But I finally got my computer back, so I was able to play it. And I've started it. So far, I'm liking it all right. I haven't got very far, but there's a lot of stuff, a lot of information, I'm learning a whole new game. So
there's always kind of a undertaking of learning a new system, a new game, especially one as deep and rich.
Yeah.
As like
and
The
this
Witcher
being
is.
the third one, there's a lot of different parts of it.
Yeah.
So, I'm having to learn all that from not ever playing the other 2.
Yeah.
But so far it's good.
Yeah.
I played the card game within it.
Oh yeah. What's it called?
Gwent.
Gwent. Yeah, which
Gwent.
is I think a real. You can actually get.
There's a
Kickstarter
for it, I think.
Oh, they're Kickstarter. I know they're working on it.
No,
I know a lot of people say it's a good game. The game within the game thing.
I didn't quite understand it the first time I played it, and I accidentally quit it out of it in the middle of it. But then once I kind of figured it out after the first round, and then I came back later and was playing, and I played it, and it's a bluffing game.
It's
good.
Like blackjack.
It's
well,
pretty fun.
not like a poker game or something, right?
Yeah, you're like trying to get the highest number by playing cards. It kind of reminds me of what's that card game name that we play?
Blackjack. 5-card draw.
Condottiers.
Condottiers.
Condottiers, yeah. It kind of reminds me of that.
Oh, yeah, that's a fun little game. I forgot about that game.
Condottiers.
We don't own that game. Who owns that game?
We do not. Josh owns that game.
Man,
it's a cheap
another
game,
loss.
Though. You can
a
get
loss
it
of Josh moving away. I wonder if he's going to be at PAX. We should get him to bring that one.
Yeah.
Or find it there. It may be at PAX. We could probably check it out.
It might be part of the stacks.
Yeah.
But so I'll be playing it some more along with Farm Sim, and I'll give more updated opinion as I go.
Yeah. That's not a promise.
That's not a promise.
You may or may not tell us about it.
I may or may not tell you about anything.
So you're going to tell us about it. Okay, good. I'm glad we covered that. I've checked out a game you bought a while back. It was one of the games that you said I will play it some more and I'll tell you about it next week, and you never did.
It was
one of your broken
false promises.
Yeah, your mini broken promises. It's Factorio. Which is a cool. In fact, I went in to check this game out based on the art and like the name and like some of the little trailer where it shows these massive machine and factories running
that's
all
what
this
got
stuff.
me.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised that it's not quite the game I thought it was. I was expecting something kind of like Space Chem or Infinifactory, the Zactronic game, where it's more of a puzzle and it sets up you a situation and you gotta achieve. But it's really a survival game.
Yeah, it's a survival game.
It's a survival game where you're on some kind of alien planet and you're trying to gather resources and build machines to kind of manufacture things, and then there are random hordes of aliens that come running at you, and you gotta fight them off and stuff. So it's like a little bit of tower defense with. Not really tower defense, but it felt that way because you build these like turrets and then that shoot down the aliens that come running at you every once in a while. But
it's like The Martian, the movie, the book, with aliens.
Oh,
so you got this.
The premise, yes,
on a planet,
but like it's not really.
And then you got aliens that are coming after
with
you.
less
and you gotta build
duct tape.
stuff to fight them.
So it's pretty cool. It's weird. It's a weird little game because it's like the way it's set up is kind of interesting. It's like you set up. You can have lots of different types of equipment where you have like drilling machines that are powered by coal, and then you can get one that you can set up an electrical grid basically. So there's a layer of setting up the electrical grid, which is steam powered and boiling water and stuff, and then you gotta have boilers and steam engines to do that. But then you can also just feed everything coal to keep it running, and it's really interesting. And there are conveyor belts and the conveyor belts. It's weird because the conveyor belts can carry 2 rows of stuff. You can have stuff on one side or the other, and it kind of threw me off to learn how you have robot arms that'll grab things off of it. Yeah. But it'll grab off of anything, but when it places it on, it always places it to the furthest away side, and weird little things like that trying to wrap my head around. And I've been enjoying it. I've played through a lot of the tutorial campaign stuff. Yeah. And
that's about as far as I got,
yeah.
I think.
I played through about half of it, and then got to one where I was kind of getting stuck on, so I just kind of started a free play game and started building my own little setup and just to try it out and see how it goes. And that's where I was enjoying it. It's a really cool game. It's really interesting looking. It's kind of a a top-down pixel-y.
It's a sprite. It's all sprites.
Sprite. It is all sprites. You're right.
It's a tiny game.
Yeah, I think it was like 300
megabytes.
It was like 300 megs, I think.
Oh, really? I
think
didn't know that much. I did thought it was pretty low.
Yeah, it's a cool little game. I liked it. I'm going to keep trying it out and see. It kind of has a bit of a learning curve with building machines and understanding how, you get to a point where you're researching. You have to build little labs to research technology, which unlocks more stuff. But, it took me a while, and I was sitting there going, well, how do I know when this thing's going to be done? I got these little labs running, and I didn't know when they were just running. I didn't know how long it was going to take. And then I realized, there's a bar in the corner that's telling me. And then also, if I paid attention on the research technology tree, it tells you how many cycles it takes. And I'm like, okay. And so it's really weird. It's kind of an interesting little game, cool little indie game.
Yeah, it's kind of a mix of a lot of different other stuff. And it's weirdly complex.
Yeah.
As simple as the game is, it's weirdly complex.
It is very complex, and I enjoy stuff that as a game is very simple, but the engines in it are really complicated. You can get really complex, and I like that. And you can build it all yourself, and that's kind of cool. And which means I build a lot of shitty, inefficient, really inefficient factories. That's what it means.
Yeah, I did some weird stuff that didn't quite work in the game.
Yeah, I found myself doing stuff and it kind of half working, and then having to do weird little things to jerry-rig to get it to kind of function a little better or to work. No, it doesn't quite work the way I thought it would, and having to go around or do stuff to speed up stuff, and it's interesting. So I'm probably going to try to keep playing it and check it out until I get bored with it and move on.
Yeah, and as with anything. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about that you played?
No, that's all I've played this week.
Okay, well let's move on to the news.
Yeah. Oh, I got a little bit of news. It's something we could have talked about last week. But we didn't. The PAX South 2017 badges arrived for us.
Yeah.
So we have our badges for PAX South, which is toward the end of the month, 27th, I believe.
Yeah, the last weekend of January.
Yeah, in San Antonio, Texas.
The weekend, weekend.
So this will be the third one in San Antonio, and this will also the third one we've been to. Yeah, we've gone to all of them at San Antonio, and I was already excited. About going to PAX. And I'm always looking forward.
Nintendo Switch is going to be there.
I was excited just about going. And then they announced, hey, Nintendo's going to have Switches there to check out. I'm like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then also, you made me really excited because they released the schedule.
Yeah,
and I was at work. I hadn't seen it yet.
Yeah, they released the schedule. I saw it on Twitter, and I started looking at it while I was at work.
And I hadn't seen it yet. And so the first thing you sent me was that they were doing the Acquisitions Incorporated live D&D game. This is the D&D game put on by Wizards of the Coast that has the Penny Arcade guys, Mike and Jerry, as well as the guy from PvP, Scott Kurtz, and then also it used to be Will Wheaton. It used to be Will Wheaton, and then now it's Patrick Rothfuss. And so I've been dying to see the live D&D game. They always did it at PAX West, or originally PAX Prime, now, and then they do it at PAX East. But they've never done it at San Antonio or in Australia. But they did it in Australia this year. And so I kind of forgot about it, but I kept hoping it would eventually happen, and it's happening, and I can't wait. I'm a huge nerd. I'm really excited about going into a big auditorium and watch some guys play D&D.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to have to catch up, because I haven't listened to it at all.
Yeah,
really, I've listened to the first episode, and that's it.
Yeah, I don't know if you, unless you did nothing but listen to all of them, it would take you a while to catch up. There's a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
And
I may just listen, I may just watch the show.
Yeah. Yeah, if you just watch the show, that'll probably catch you up on the current storyline. I'm actually finishing up, because you can listen to it as a podcast or watch it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
well,
they have a just audio-only version of it you can listen to. So I've been trying to, I have a few episodes episodes left on it, so I'm going to watch it. And they just did a Christmas special as well. So that should be fun. I haven't checked that out yet. So I'm going to try to watch those before we go. But an added bonus, one, I'm super excited about this, but the added bonus of this is Patrick Rothfuss is coming. And I love Patrick Rothfuss. Patrick Rothfuss, for those who do not know, is a writer, a fantasy writer, and he writes the King Killer Chronicles, which is The Name of the Wind, and the second book is The Wise Man's Fear, and eventually he'll put out a third book. Whenever that is, I will be super happy. But anyway,
The Door of Stone.
The Doors of Stone is
Doors of Stone.
I
is the third book.
can't wait. But he is currently my favorite author.
He's very good.
He's so good, and I cannot wait to see him. I'm excited. I have a first edition copy of his first book, and I'm going to get it signed, and I'm going to try not to freak out on him.
Not freak out and go, where's the third book?
Well, I never know what to do in these things. When you meet someone you're a big fan of, every time I've done it, I usually just kind of stand there awkwardly and quietly and go, thank you, and move on. I did it with George R. R. Martin. I didn't really say hardly anything to him. I just kind of nudged over to him, got him some of my book, got a picture, and then walked off, because I was just, completely overwhelmed by it.
That tends to be my response to meeting famous people as well.
I want them to know I'm a big fan, but I don't want to be like every other fan who's just like, I'm your biggest fan and I love your work and blah, 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 blah. They get that constantly, and you're in a line of people who just said all that. So you're just like, I never know what to ask them, I never know what to say, so I'm always just like, I just love your work. And on the off chance Patrick Rothfuss ever listened to this, I just want to tell you I love you.
You can do it in person, Daniel.
I can't do that.
I will
get up to the. I will wait in line for however long I'm waiting, and I'll get up there and I'll just go, and then hold out a book, and he'll sign it, and I'll be like,
and then you're gonna die.
And then I'm gonna die immediately, because I'm. Like, a part of me, I've been thinking, they talk about it, I keep thinking it's going to happen eventually. I was like, one day I'm going to meet this guy, and I keep, think I would have prepared myself, but I don't know. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to meet people, and I just want to be his friend, and I want to talk about writing fantasy, because I've done I like to write, stuff, and I've always wanted to write a fantasy series, and I want to talk about world building and nerdy writing stuff, and I don't know how to do that except without just being a fan.
So what you need to do is, potentially they'll be doing this for every year now.
Maybe. I don't know.
Potentially. Not guaranteed.
Not guaranteed.
Potentially. So the next couple years, you're just going to be like, you're going to work your way up to a conversation.
Yeah.
You're just going to be like,
yeah, exactly.
And next time you'll be like, hi. And then eventually you'll go, I'm a big fan of yours.
Exactly.
And I would like to talk to you about world building and fantasy.
I have a problem with it. I can't do it. When I'm, meeting Jerry and Mike Krahulik from Penny Arcade, I couldn't handle it either.
Yeah.
Like, I got to see him.
We didn't see him last year because I didn't go get their autograph. I did the first year.
But I didn't do an autograph.
We ended up missing the autograph session. So.
Yeah, we were doing something else, but I have their autograph. I didn't really feel like I needed to get another one. But I did run, I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, I did run into Mike he was sitting by the merch thing at the end of the merch line after people checked out with pins, and I traded a pin with him, and I kind of half conversed with him, but not. I don't know what I said. I don't know what I said. He said something, and he was like, and we talked a little bit, and I don't know what I said, and I couldn't. I had to like just run away because I could not talk to him, even though I love his work. I've been reading his stuff for like 10 years, and since high school we've been reading Penny Arcade, and I could not. Like, I couldn't say anything. I just ended up kind of standing there awkwardly, quietly looking at his pins that he had for trade. I traded a pin with him, and then I ran away. I said a few words, but I don't know. I couldn't do it. And I know he's just like a normal guy, and like he doesn't really see himself as like a celebrity, really. But like but I'm a fan of his work, and I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to talk to people who are just normal people.
That's my problem
not
too.
alone people I'm completely enamored with.
Yeah. That's my problem too. I don't have that. I have that same problem with just about anybody new that I talk to and don't really know. Now, I did meet them in the same situation where I went up to them and I made a joke about something, and it wasn't a good joke. And it was just bad, and I think he kind of chuckled at it politely.
Yeah, and we were together, and we made a joke about not being related or something like that. But he did.
Oh yeah, well yeah. Yeah,
and he did. He said something. I don't know if I was wearing something, but he didn't he said something that acknowledged that. That's what it was. The year we went and got their autograph was the same year I interacted with a pen table, and I had done that earlier, and then went and got his autograph. And he kind of remembered me and made a comment about, "Hey, it's you again," kind of thing. But I don't. That's about it.
Well, we're going to work our way up to a real conversation this year.
Yeah.
For our listeners. So
and if you want to experience this firsthand of what this is like, I would have the same reaction if someone I don't know comes up to me and said, "Hey, I'm a big fan of your podcast, and I love listening to you guys. You guys are awesome." And I'll go,
and run away.
And then just run away, because I don't know how to handle this stuff.
Yeah.
And you think, I don't mind, being, like... I'm they talk about like what kind of personality type, and they were like, are you introverted or extroverted? When it comes to stuff like this, where I'm just standing in front of a microphone or I'm in front of a camera, I'll do a lot of things that I normally would not do.
I'm the same way.
We've been in movies and stuff. We've done little indie movies and stuff, and I can do this stuff and act weird and be crazy and play parts and do stuff for a camera for entertainment. But you get me in a regular environment, and if I'm with people I don't know, and I'm just like, I just suddenly don't shut down. I don't want to be around people.
Yeah.
So I'm an extrovert when I'm entertaining or on camera or on a microphone, but then when I get on in real life, I'm an introvert. I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I can't wait. I'm super excited.
Stuff. I just ignore it and go on with my life.
Yeah. And also, Patrick Rothfuss, he's going to be signing autographs. He's got 2 sessions, and he's going to be doing the live D&D, of course. And then he also has a little reading and Q&A that he's going to be doing.
Nice.
So I'm definitely going to have to hit all that.
Yeah, definitely. I've already got people who are like gonna give me their books so I can get it signed.
Oh, is that it?
So that's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so great stuff.
Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm excited. I can't wait. And it's coming soon. It's not far away.
It's only 3 weeks away.
Yeah, 3 weeks. So in 3 weeks, and I don't know what we're gonna do for the show. Like last year, we went down and we got back late Sunday night and we recorded the show and got it up on Monday. Though everyone, Trey and our buddy Trey and our buddy Herb were both telling me y'all should just do a live one and just stream it live, and then we'll throw it up on Monday. But I don't know. We could consider doing that. I don't know. I'm tempted to do it. We
need to talk logistics on it. And
yeah.
I would like to, but
I think it would be really cool, whether it's at the convention or if, it kind of depends on the internet, I guess. And
well, I mean, really, it don't matter. We can record it live, and then I'll upload it Sunday night.
That's true.
Regardless. Anyway, we'll talk about this outside the show.
What if we carry, our mixer and our microphone and just carry it into the convention, go to it on the table, set up, and then go? You think they'll get mad at us?
I don't know. How about I tweet at Mike and Jerry and see what they say?
I don't know if they'll say anything.
It don't matter. If they don't say anything,
I'm
we'll
curious
just assume it's okay.
Well, yeah, but is it better just to ask for forgiveness?
We'll figure it out.
You know, the whole ask for forgiveness rather than permission thing, which I have never been a person to do.
Thing is, here's the thing.
Ask.
They have an open thing where they says, anyone can take pictures.
Yeah, anyone can film.
You're going to be on video, stuff like that. It's all in the when you buy
so
a
I guess,
pass,
I mean,
audio recording, I
we'll
think
just
it's
show
the
up
same
with some
thing.
equipment, and I don't know, what if we did that? That'd be fun. All the noise of the audience, and people probably come over and talk to us.
Yeah, maybe we can get some people to come and talk to us. I'm down with this.
Yeah.
We'll
we'll bring a third mic for people to talk to us from, and we can record it and see what happens.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get to some news before we run out of time.
Oh, yeah, I don't even know how much time we got.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes to get through news.
Yeah, I only had one thing, but let's go.
Okay, well, here we go. This week was a 20th anniversary of the Diablo.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of stuff coming out in support of that.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't we
Diablo...
talk about this already?
No, we talked about that they put Diablo 1 into Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Or they were going to. Well, it's officially out now.
Yeah, it was originally
but there's some new stuff with this.
Yeah. Okay.
So, there's a part of this update, the anniversary update, that might set up the cow level in Diablo 2.
Into 3?
So Diablo 2 has the cow level, which anyone who plays is familiar with.
Yeah, anyone who grew up playing Diablo or has played Diablo 2 a bunch knows about the cow level.
Well, there's
which
a
supposedly
part
does not exist.
In Diablo 3 where you, after you get the pass, you go into the Diablo 1 dungeon, and you find this item, and then you go through jump through a bunch of hoops like you always do. Eventually get the Wirt's leg.
Yeah. Again.
And then you eventually get a deal that tells you to go to these cows in the game. And eventually what it all comes down to, you get you go to a portal to a new area that's like an abandoned farmhouse.
Okay.
And you get a pet. That is a royal calf.
Oh. That's interesting.
Now, it's just a little thing. It's a little calf
thing that's in the game
follows you around. But
a lot of people are speculating that it's
the speculation is no. The speculation is that this is what causes the cow level in 2. You stealing the royal calf.
Oh.
That you time travel to the past.
Oh. That you kind of travel
and you steal
in time.
the calf. And thus the Cow King becomes enraged.
And thus the army
creating
of the
cow level. And it even kind of hints at it with the description. Let me read it to you.
Okay.
The description for the royal calf. Yeah. This young creature has a regal air.
Okay.
As though he holds some special place within the herd. Who knows what they would do if he went missing.
Nice. That's pretty good. Or maybe, what if they, lead into another cow uprising or something for Diablo 3? I think I'd be more interested. I mean, that's funny. I like that. But I would love to see what a cow level in Diablo 3 looks like.
Well, they already have a special level in Diablo 3.
Yeah, I don't remember what it is.
It's weird rainbow-y stuff. But
I don't remember. I don't know if I ever did it or not. But I need to go back. We keep talking about playing Diablo 3 again, and
I want to. I really do, especially now that the new stuff is out.
Yeah,
and I just have to get the expansion, and I want to play through the expansion. I haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Also with the anniversary stuff, they put the cow level in World of Warcraft. So the cow level is now in World of Warcraft. You go through it and you can fight cows.
Yeah. I know they did there's a bunch of stuff for all of their games because of Diablos. Yeah, which is cool. So check that out if you're playing any of the Blizzard
it's
games.
funny.
Yeah, it's fun stuff. They're a fun company. They're always doing some cool stuff. Plus, you know how much I like Overwatch. So, which I haven't been able to play because my computer's broken. But anyway.
Soon.
I got a quick news. I saw a thing that was talking about the rumored prices for the Switch.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard about this?
No.
No, the rumor is from a source that supposedly has been accurate and been right about everything about the Switch so far, saying that the base model in America, the price is going to be $249.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah, which is under the original launch prices of the Xbox One and PS4. And now, and then also that supposedly there'll be another edition that's like, I think it comes with a game and a larger hard drive for $300. Or or $299 or whatever
more,
it is. Yeah, but the rumor is that like there potentially could be the Zelda game will be the one that can launch with it, that you can buy with it. The new Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild.
Okay,
yes.
I always say Wind. I always want to say Breath of the Wind, which is a weird title.
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild is a slightly better title, which looks like a cool game, and I'm really interested in it, but I don't know if I will be able to buy a Switch. I may have to just check out.
I will try to.
You will try to?
Going to try to.
Yeah, you will attempt.
I am very.
You're gonna go to a store and go attempt purchase.
Can I have? I have monies, please. And then hopefully they will give it to me.
Yeah, I'm sure they will.
Now, speaking of the Switch, this week is when they're supposed to announce all the details.
Yeah.
So next weekend we'll be talking about that.
Yeah. So I imagine they'll talk price and hardware. And
all the details. I'm curious about the hardware.
The juicy
we'll
stuff
see.
that we need to know. Because we know it runs Skyrim, but I'm still curious how well does it run it, and how at what settings and what what is it capable of pushing out. Because you got I don't really expect it to be pushing out like 4K.
No.
But but still, I'm really curious to what they managed to squeeze out of this small little thing.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
And we'll get a taste of it at PAX.
Yeah,
really,
that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
I'm very excited about that.
I am. Yeah.
Man, my voice is getting worse and worse. I don't know what the deal is.
Okay, well, I don't have any more news. You wanna?
I do have one other thing I was gonna talk about.
Before your voice
mod
goes away.
team called Open. I guess it's Open IV, so I assume it's Open 4.
Yeah.
Is working on
Open Roman numeral 4.
Yeah. Is working on putting Liberty City from Grand Theft Auto 4 into Grand Theft Auto 5.
Nice. Okay, that's pretty
Not
cool.
like replacing the map, like you can fly from one to the other.
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. I thought it would just be like, you load it, you put this in, and you load up the game, and you're in Liberty City instead of... No, you can fly over?
No, you
That's
fly
crazy.
over from one to the other.
That's insane.
According to them, you have to have both games. You have to own both.
Okay.
Which I do. So, they haven't set a date yet, how long it's going to take, and all that. It's going to have some kind of transfer system.
I'll give them 10 years.
Yeah, okay. That's a good number. 10 years to make this happen.
To deliver.
By
then,
that's what
there'll
probably be at least one, maybe two more Grand Theft Autos.
I mean, that's the average time for most remakes of things, right? Yeah, just 10 years.
Yeah. Well, it's not the actual game. I think it's just the map.
Yeah, 10 years.
So, yeah.
10
so
years.
It shouldn't take
I'll give them 10
long.
years.
I'd say 5. Let's
hey,
go
if
5.
they do it faster, I'll be surprised. And set your bar low, and you can be pleasantly surprised. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Okay. That's all I got. Really.
You done?
There's some other stuff,
you done?
They're not relevant.
Yeah, you done? Your voice done?
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay. Well, as always, please subscribe to us on iTunes or Google Play if you're into that kind of thing. Go to our website at deafndumb.com. That's DEAFNDUMB.com. And at the top of the page, you can see links to subscriptions in our Twitter page and our Facebook page. Follow and like us and do whatever it is you want to do with us. Send us an email if you want, whatever you want to do. And talk to us. We want to hear from you. And, and we'll talk back to you. So if you want to talk, there's just the two of us. There's no one else who's going to... It's not like we have someone who's going to answer emails for it. It's just us. So if you want to talk directly to us, you can.
I'm trying to be more active on Twitter. So I've been pretty
You should
successful
post that
with it.
picture of you in Farm Sim that you.
I will. I'll post it tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
or
you
I'll
should post
actually
that.
when this is airing, I'll post it so
Yeah.
it'll be around the same time.
Okay, so yeah, post that up and so people can see your foolishness. And yeah, we'll keep doing these episodes. They're we do a new one every week, and they come out on Monday morning, so expect it then.
Monday morning at 7
We
a.m.
haven't missed one yet. What is this?
Have it with your
47?
coffee.
47? Is this 47?
This is episode 47.
Yeah,
yes.
so we're almost coming around again.
Yep. We're getting close to a year.
So yeah, thank you very much for listening.
Hey, wait, hang on.
What?
Nope, it's not going to be on PAX. I was like, is it going to be at PAX? No. It's
No.
2 weeks after PAX. So.
Yeah. Anyway, you're interrupting me.
I
Thank you
will
very much
interrupt
for
you.
listening. I'm Dan May.
And I am Dudley May. And I am a farmer. And this has been Deaf and Dumb.